Welcome in, everyone. How are we? Hopefully, you've all had a great Sunday. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Tales of Elisia, episode 6. Oh my goodness. Hopefully, you guys are all doing great. Um, like the pinned message does say, everyone, I am reading your messages. But if I don't seem to be talking to in chat, is because I am the DM. This means I am controlling all players and watching what is going on in our fictional world. I do apologize, but as the DM, I do need to be watching our players. But just know I am reading your messages, and I do appreciate you guys being here and checking out the stream and having fun here. Hopefully you're all doing well. I rested up my voice for 2 weeks just for D&D. I'm super excited. Tonight's going to be a lot of fun. The players are ready. Again, exclamation point, roster. There you go. We love Aquabil. I'm done. I'm done. There's the character roster right now. We have me as the DM. Ali, my beautiful fiance and soon-to-be wife, is playing Badass. Maury Leaf is playing as Cassi. We have Supernovas as Sanford Ebenest. We have Melon, the great Watermelon Warlord, playing Soul. We have Whisperwoods Gaming playing Lore. I'm super excited. I love D&D. You guys know how much I love D&D. So let's get into this. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to pour a drink, and we're going to check on our players and have a little talk. Yes, before we do get started. So let me go ahead and switch scenes and unmute myself.
He's got some big plans for you.
Huh?
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Oh my god.
Aquaman.
I feel like this is a tradition. Every time I join in, something else different happens. It's every single time. Last time it was y'all were singing Country Roads, and tonight it's Aquaman. Like, what is going on?
I've been staring at the edge of the water.
I like Melon's rendition of that song better, though. Whisper's still working on his stuff, I believe.
Put a pin in that now.
PC is back, but no audio working on it. No worries, Whisper. Or myself.
Well,
Drink.
Windows Update break some shit.
Not Moana, no, please. No, you need to listen to Melon's version of Moana. It's fantastic.
What Lily did. She started it.
I saw it on the clip.
But Whisper's working on his
it.
stuff. Saying he has no audio. Yeah, all of the audio crap just got all messed up for him.
I blame Windows.
Oh, absolutely. His PC decided to restart itself.
I blame Canada.
Oh yeah, I definitely blame Windows then.
Blame Canada, Maury.
I blame Canada.
I'm
Canadian. I'm allowed to.
I blame
True.
Canada when I'm at work.
Oh my god.
Well, it's actually true. I mean, half of our stuff's built up there, and it's not good.
Guys, even though we do this bi-weekly, do you know we're on week 12 of doing D&D stuff?
No.
We're on episode 6. This is technically week 12 for us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But Whisper, you can hear me, right? You can hear me through a VC. I don't know if you can. No, through my phone at the moment. Okay, no worries. No worries. While you work on that, we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and do the recap of what happened last session then. So just like before, everybody, and just like I put in there, Badass being played by Angelica, or Ali, as you guys know her. We have Maury playing Cassi.
Hello.
Wissy. Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Wissy, wake up. We have Whisper playing Lore. Hey everybody. Oh hey Whisper. We have Supernovas playing Sanford Ebenest.
Hello.
And we have Watermelon Warlord playing as Soul Gut Aufsteigen.
Glut aufsteigen.
Close enough. But welcome in, players. So for a little recap for you guys that are just not tuning in, that may have not watched the last 5 episodes, here's what happened in the last episode. So after the party defeated the enemies, they decided to rest up before freeing Athena. Once they realized the sand harms them, they needed to find a way how to release Athena. However, a puzzle presented itself to the party through the orb of light, which helped them release Athena from her trap. Once Athena became released, a blue beam of light creating thunderstorms in the center of the island. The party retreated to their tent for a rest while a protection spell was created by Thad. Once the party was safe, unwanted intruders came for the party. You know, that was fun. Pretty much what they seen there was just a mess of Daitora being destroyed by Thad's protection spell. It was great, but they were able to relax and recover from their previous encounter. Once morning broke, they ate, packed up, and headed to the center of the island to find a massive temple with the beam of light shooting out at the top. Once they made their way inside, fought an old wizard who looked dead and a demon made of smoke. The demon was found to not be able to take physical or magical damage. The source of the demon's power was destroyed by the party, as they focused on the wizard, who then cut a woman's throat who was laying on a table, creating more intense energy that sent a shockwave throughout the island. Once killed, the party then realized it was Shelby that was sacrificed on this table with old runes carved into it. The party removed Shelby and smashed the table into nothing, stopped the magical beam of light coming from the temple. That is where we left off. So we are just now in the aftermath for you players.
Aquaman?
What?
He's back.
Aquaman?
The Wish Whisper. Yes.
It is Wizzy.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay, good.
What's up, Wissy?
Oh,
Hi,
just
Wizzy.
fixing stuff.
So this
I
is
will burn you all.
oh my god. So this is where we're at. You guys did take Shelby off the table. Table then got smashed and stopped the flow of the magic flowing from these 4 points in the room. There was this one, this one, this one, and the last one.
Well, they had the conclusion of the combat, smash of the table, and the removal of Shelby's body. And the next orb was absorbed, I believe. The next elemental orb.
It was, yes.
Yeah.
It completed the entire this entire island that Callow went ahead and scanned.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And go over to Shelby's body and look at it laying there, and a somber voice. But by all the 9 realms, and by Odin's beard, you will be avenged, and your soul perhaps reclaimed from the fate it now rests upon.
So give me a perception check.
Oh, that is a wonderful 19.
Perfect.
Ooh, yeah.
You notice around Shelby's neck there is a pendant of 3 triangles.
And of 3 triangles.
Yes.
And how are they oriented on this?
They look like they're almost one in front of the other, with the triangles facing downward.
Like are they like stacked?
Not really. They're kind of like, yes, they're layered on top of each other, but they're offset, as if they're going like down like stairs.
Like a Venn diagram, or
Yeah.
like okay, like a stair thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can definitely make out that there are 3 triangles.
Okay. They like layered horizontally or vertically, I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Does this orientation of these have any familiarities?
Give me a religion check.
Religion. That's a nat 20.
Oh, okay. Well, then I can just skip over all that dialogue. This is dependent of Asmodeus. You notice the symbol as, you know, the symbol of Asmodeus.
Oh shit. Well, I will let the party know that that is what she is wearing around her neck.
Bricks must have been from the wizard. Damn it! Couldn't make it here in time. Gonna walk over and kick the dead wizard in the face.
You kick him in the face and his head actually detaches. It now looks upon dying, it looked like it was already previously dead to you guys when you fought, but now it looks like it's way past that, like to the point of like almost becoming dust.
Did I see this?
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Sanford,
I,
what did you do?
I,
Why did his head fall off? What did I did
I, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I didn't do it. I promise. But screw him, anyways.
He's of course screw him. I mean he killed Shelby. Shelby didn't deserve to die.
So he's like quickly decaying in front of our eyes, right?
Yes, yes.
Well, at least we know he's dead.
Yes. Let's see if there's anything on him before he just completely disappears from this plane of existence. Gonna just try to rummage through his robes, I guess, to see if there's any hints or loot or anything. I
Give
guess.
me a investigation check.
17.
17. Okay, you do find a wand on him. Odd. You're not quite sure what it is or what it does.
You're a wizard here, Sanford.
As much as I would like to be a wizard, this is not my forte. Does anyone happen to understand or know what this wand is, or what it's for? I mean, obviously magic, but certainly not qualified to handle such an item.
I can do a I can do an Arcana check on it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Arcana.
You're a wizard.
That is 4.
Oof.
It's a magic stick.
It's a magic stick, and it's a pretty one.
Yes, lizard man, I surmised as much.
Oh, lizard man.
Listen, it's been a hard fight. My head's not quite in it yet.
Well, at least you
No,
still have
you're
it.
right.
Here, Thago.
Unlike Dad, shut up. Unlike
Dad,
the
don't
fellow
start.
that Sanford kicked. At least you still have a head.
Cassie, you're more inclined in the magical repertoire. Do you happen to know anything about this wand, or could you utilize it in any means?
Not really. It does just look like a stick to me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thad goes, well, maybe I could hold on to it so that way it doesn't fall in the wrong hands.
In your hands, it is the wrong hands.
I would say in
Oh.
Thad's hands. It is a wrong hands, Thad.
How about I hold on to it and we'll take it back to Henry for some sort of appraisal. Then we'll see where we lie with the subject.
Okay, that's fine.
You know,
Right.
I just realized something. One of my stones is named Henry. I don't know what that means, but that's its name.
Thad goes, well, if memory serves me right, you found it as Henry.
I don't know. All I know is I have the 5 different stones and that they have names, and Linda is just a bitch. She keeps
So-
telling me to do things.
Does Henry speak to you?
Not often.
But all of your rocks have spoken to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you know their names.
Mm-hmm.
Kick the head.
No.
Kick it again.
Linda, no.
Play soccer with the head.
No. And I just kind of grab the bag behind my back and just kind of like swat it really hard.
Yeah, she's definitely not handling the wand.
No. I think all our heads are a little messed up after the fight.
Kind of a
It's
brutal
not in
fight.
my head. It's not in my head, I swear.
I believe you.
Are these Are these orbs around the room? Are they still lighting up? Or are they now not lighting up anymore?
No, they've been dispelled.
Okay, is there anything that we can like get off of the orbs, like the platforms around it, or anything like that?
No.
But that's unfortunate.
Mhm.
That is
Yes.
definitely not badass.
At this point, you
maybe
would
we
still
should make our way back out.
you would still see Soul dealing over the body, but this whole time having been spent time in meditation, making that oath.
Okay. So as you're making that oath, a bright light appears as a outline onto Shelby's body, and you see it turn into what looks like tiny magical specks that float into the air and disappear. But then you hear a
Mm.
ping, and as you look down and notice that her body's gone, the pendant still sits.
But her body's gone.
Her body is gone, yes.
Like it has just disappeared? Did we
Yes,
see
like
it vanish?
you, like Saul did his thing, and all you, the rest of you guys, wasn't really paying attention to what he was doing. So all you seen was like what looked appeared to be like magical little fireflies floating throughout the room, and then eventually going out.
Ah, a rare sight indeed, the body passing from the material plane.
I'll take that pendant and stuff it in the side pocket of my bag.
Give me a charisma, bro, or not charisma. I'm sorry, Constitution.
Woohoo!
Another fucking nat 20.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. Okay, you pick it up with ease and shove it into into your bag. You're just fine.
This is a nice dice tonight. Please stay nice.
So, is there anything else that we could be possibly doing in this room? Like, is there anything around the platform that
Perception check.
Shelby was laying on that
Give me perception check.
Perception?
Yes.
Perception? 12.
You think you see a few boxes throughout the room. But you're not quite sure. That's pretty much all you see.
Does any box seem to be different than the others that could stand out?
Not with a 12.
Oh, sons of a bitch. Well, are you guys ready to leave this area, or should we look around a little bit more?
I'll look at the others and yeah, I'm just gonna look at the others and go. Well, it's time to make a plan of action. Perhaps this island has been depleted of what we can do here. Time to figure out where we go next.
I believe regrouping with Henry is the best plan of action. Do we all
Do we
agree?
know an idea of where we need to go next?
No, not really.
So there are two
Just
other
another island,
islands, and yeah, we should meet with Henry, like Sanford said, and figure out where we're going. The longer we
I would
dawdle,
just really like to leave this place, please.
yeah. The longer we dawdle, perhaps the stronger they get. The trials ahead will be even harder. And
So
I'll start
should we,
walking
like-
towards the door.
Okay.
Should we maybe take a short break or a long break before we head on to the next island or carry on?
We can do that at a camp.
Yeah, we'll do that when we get with Henry.
Perfect. So you guys end up leaving this place. You walk outside, and you see a mass of Daitora standing everywhere. As you're looking out, coming down these steps, walking out the door, there's just Daitora lined up. Your best guesstimate would be at least 200 Daitora standing
Oh,
there looking at you guys.
Um, sorry, somebody help me, excuse.
I think we all need to go stealth.
Oh, they're staring at us, but I'm gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
I'm not
Right.
saying a word, and I'm gonna keep walking.
Is
You-
there any of them that look like they may be in charge of the group? Is there anyone that stands out?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, this is just sad tonight. 12.
As you guys start walking past, you notice that they're all taking a knee, like bowing to you guys, and or you as you're watching this unfold, you think you see Moira within the group.
Moira? Is that you?
It is
You live.
defeated this island.
Oh. Does this mean that we've freed everything on this island?
Have this island now belongs back to the Daitora and the gods that you free.
We've helped, but we still have more work to do. Have
You-
you noticed anything in your travels? Have you found anything?
All but 2 islands remain. One has volcanic ash falling from it. Should be
Volcanic ash.
Does that mean there's a volcano on it, and is it really hot?
appears to be. There wasn't one, but whatever you did in here, something grew on that island. That
Oh, I've never been for the heat.
Sauna time.
But for
Did
now,
they all
this-
stop?
Huh?
So did they all stop to talk? Because I didn't stop.
It appears like Lore
I
was
did.
kind of behind you, and he kind of stopped, and everyone else just kind of like listened to what Moira was saying as they were, shocked that she's alive. But for you, you just kept walking as more and more Daitora started bowing to you. like Soul's just walking like, I'm over this shit. I hate this island. Get me out of here.
I can see Soul going whoo, like whistling as he's walking down through all these people.
Like, oh no, there was no joy in my stride.
Moira, do you lead this group?
I do. Kill my people.
We've had some hard battles already, and we may have some more battles ahead of us. If we need your help, can we call on you?
You may certainly try. Let me. She starts shifting her hands, not really saying anything. You see a blue aura start appearing, and you see what looks like a sapphire gem appear out of nowhere. And she hands it to you and goes, "This is my summoning. Call upon me, and but for
Perfect.
now, I must tend to my freed from that vile hell."
We could not ask you for more. Thank you. I will hold on to this and call you if we need.
Go forth, young champions. Rest of this.
As I'm walking, going through my head, I'm thinking da 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 da
Oh,
da.
stop.
Hey, I
God.
want to know what I'm going through my head.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
I'm gonna go through my head held high. Da-da-da-da.
So as you guys continue on walking, there's just a ton of Daitora now at this point. You see little Daitora babies running around. As it continues. Oh, no, okay. You guys, shift. They seem to be like standing along the path that Callow kind of created when he was mapping out this island. As you guys continue, it eventually leads you back down the Henry. I'd say after about 45 to 50-minute walk, it leads you back down the Henry. Not really is going on at Henry's camp. It's pretty quiet here. He doesn't appear to be outside of his camp as you make your way towards his tent and stuff like that.
Do we see
Henry?
Henry outside of his tent at all, or
No. You don't see him outside at the tent of his tent whatsoever.
Henry?
Yes, I'm in here, lad. Just walk on in. You're fine. You hear that shouting coming from his tent, but it sounds kind of like deep within inside the tent.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna strut on up there and throw the flap open.
As you do, you notice papers have been shifted around. There's a lot of documents everywhere. You eventually find him. He seems to be sitting at his small makeshift desk that he created for himself in one of the many living areas. And he looks to be holding a stake up to his eye.
A steak?
A steak, like a frozen steak.
like a piece of meat steak, or a
Yes,
steak?
yes.
Okay.
No, a piece of meat.
I don't know
I'm gonna-
why I thought maybe a wooden steak.
I'm gonna peek around Sanford and just, Henry, what are you doing? Why are you just very closely examining that piece of meat?
He pulls the meat down. You see his eye and part of his left side of his face is very bruised up and swollen. He goes, I don't know what happened, but I was carrying my documents, figuring out paperwork from my father and what forth, and all of a sudden I felt this massive force hit me in the face, about knocked me over, and this just appeared on my face. I don't know what's going on, possibly a ghost, I don't know, but definitely hit me hard enough to where it's causing bruising upon me.
So what you're saying is just magical meat appeared?
No, I took this from the freezer.
Okay, that's a little less.
It's helping with swelling. But I did notice something happen. That blue beam of light in the sky is no longer there, so that could only mean one thing. What did you guys do?
We have a lot to talk about, Henry.
Oh, of course, of course. Please, come in, take a seat, have a load off. The worse for wear, though, friends.
Do you have any juice?
Juice? Of course, I have orange juice, I have lemon juice, I have wheat juice. What kind of juice would you like?
Just some apple juice, please.
Okay,
How about some grape juice turned into wine?
I do have wine.
Anybody else like the vineyards?
I actually think I'll have some apple juice for this one.
Of course. Why all the long faces, chums? What's happened on your adventure? As he goes over and pours glasses and tankards, starts dispersing them off to you guys.
Well, Henry, as you know, we last set out to go find the final statue, Athena.
Of course, yes.
We managed to find and free her, and that is when the blue light appeared. We, after that night, made our way that way to figure out what the cause was, and lo and behold, we discovered there was some sort of lich, necromancer, just a dead. He was sacrificing poor Shelby.
Oh no, not Shelby. I thought she was still with you guys.
No, she was taken at an early stage on this quest on this island and whisked away by some magical means. Now it turns out that she was captured by the enemy and was sacrificed for who knows what nefarious means.
I fear that her soul belongs to Asmodeus now. And not even a true resurrection could bring her back.
islands are. It's clearly showing. I do apologize. Well, it must be.
I can only hope the next island is more giving than this one was.
Upon that blue beam of magical energy disappearing, a volcano all of a sudden arose on another island and started laying waste on aboard.
Now, I have a bit of a question though. Okay, so you said that the other island started growing like a volcano, like growing it? Was
Like
it growing?
growing. Like it was flat as day, as you could see.
And then the next question is if it's growing a volcano and if the volcano keeps going off, then how are we supposed to explore? Because that does not seem pleasant for those of us who are how shall I say, unable to fly.
Well, it seems that the fires died down for a reason. It's nothing good. I don't know. I don't know how to answer your question because I have yet to be on that island myself. But it started going off. I could see the red hot embers, trees being lit on fire and whatnot, but it's calmed down a little bit. May I suggest
Define a little bit.
the fire stopped, but it's still smoke. May I suggest that maybe you take a few days here until everything cools down over there. For adventure. Kind of gather your bearings in a way, and
But how long would it take to travel there?
you should be able to just take a boat to.
Oh no, not another boat.
I do apologize, but maybe one of these boats could take you there. Maybe stop at the one of the ships for any supplies you need that they still have, and yeah, by yourselves. And as he says that, oh boy, feel the earth start trembling, a giant rumble just shaking the entire tent. Start noticing that the tent's starting to take on water.
Starting to take on water? Are we near a beach?
You're sitting on the beach inside of Henry's tent.
Sitting on the beach.
Can we
Okay.
get outside quickly?
I'm gonna follow Sanford,
I'm just
Yeah.
running everything.
hurrying along a
Um,
little quickly.
so as you guys go outside the tent, Henry's following you as well, walking through water, starts going up more in towards the high ground. Just about
How high
into
up is this water by this point?
by this point, as soon as you get out, it's about at your knees.
Okay,
About
I am
2.5
flying.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 2.5 feet of water.
We're
Yeah,
flying.
I am definitely flying because that would be upper chest.
So as you guys
An
make
owl,
out,
we float.
No, that probably would almost be my chin almost.
you Owlins find a tree to rest upon to sit there and watch what looks like a giant black platform rising out of the ocean, destroying both of those ships that are sitting in the middle of the ocean. Sanford, give me a perception check.
They destroyed both the boats?
Both ships.
21.
21,
ship.
perfect. Above this mass that's rising out of the ocean, you see at the top, floating about 300 feet up in the air, what looks to be Mr. Midnight with something in his hand that's causing this to grow.
It's Mr. Midnight! I can see him from here. He's above there. He's doing something to the ocean.
As you yell that, you feel his eyes burning right into your soul. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh fuck.
A what saving throw?
Wisdom.
Fly as far as your little wings could take you, Sanford.
Oof. 6.
Oh, that doesn't pass.
Oh no.
Wait. I do have that lucky thing now.
Yes.
Oh, he did take lucky.
Look at
That's
that
right.
I
thoroughbred.
do have a
Yeah.
lucky feet now.
Yeah, you took the lucky feet. Son of a bitch.
Use one of those.
Oh, okay. God damn it.
Hey, I mean,
Roll
it's still
again.
good.
Yep, you get to roll again.
Oh my god.
May the dice gods be ever in your favor,
No,
Sanford.
that's a 4.
Oh no! Worse!
So we're going with the 6.
Okay. You hear in your mind. You're mine now! As you feel both of your legs almost give out, and you fall out of the tree, plunging into the water.
Ah, shit!
As you do, you start
Ow.
feeling your lungs take up space. Oh, hold on. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay, you're good. End up holding your breath as tight as you can, but it appears that your body is like lead at this point. It's just dropping as fast as it can into the sand and starts burrowing you down into the sand.
How far away is Mr. Midnight at this point?
At this point, he hasn't even moved. He's still about 300 feet out and up.
Damn.
Seeing
shame.
this going on and seeing Sanford sinking, is my grapple ability, can I try and use that on Sanford to try and stop him from going into the sand?
You can try. You can certainly try. But roll me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Stealth. Okay, so I
Oh
got
no,
my
I'm sorry, not stealth. Strength. Why did I say
Strength?
stealth? Yeah, strength check with disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you roll 2, take the lowest number.
Oh shit.
Oh, of course it would have been with disadvantage. 9 plus strength is nothing plus, so 9.
That's 9. Okay. You go to jump down to try to grapple him as he's sinking like lead, and you become discombobulated. You don't know which way is up in the water as it's still continuing to rise.
Does anyone have a rope?
From the top of the tree, I will take the rope out of my kit and tie it to the tree and drop the rest on them.
Did we all hear that?
Yes, you did. At this point, it sounds like almost like a alarm going off.
Oh shit.
Really sick of that man.
This might be me thinking outside the box. Don't I have rage now?
You can,
You've
but
had it the
you
whole
can only
time.
use it in combat.
Okay.
Is it only used in combat?
I believe so.
I was like, couldn't I like?
Because it's only up
think
for
that-
1 minute, which is 10 rounds.
Yeah, but I think that is something that did change for 5e. It does not require combat to do it, but it will only last that 1 minute.
No, I'm still going. No.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Still drowning.
I have a quarterstaff. Can I try and reach that out to Sanford?
You can. As you do so, Stanford, give me a. Give me another. Oh no, I'm sorry. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
14.
Oh, you passed that one. Okay. So as the core staff comes down to the water, you see it. You try with all your might, eventually breaking free and grabbing a hold of the quarterstaff and start pulling yourself up. Eventually gaining movement in your feet. You start trying to push off the sand and try to lift yourself out and even further upwards.
Can I help pull while he's trying to get his feet?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a strength check.
No disadvantage this time,
No disadvantage this time.
so I won't lose my 19.
No.
Oh, it's a 2 anyway.
Oh no.
I mean, you're pulling. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Eventually, after a few moments, Sanford, your head comes out of the water. As you're starting to regain your own strength, you make it onto Lore's shoulder, and then from there you end up flying back up and tree that Midnight cannot see you in.
Well, seeing that didn't work with the rope, I will take my rope back and put it back away.
After that happens, you notice that the rumbling has stopped and the water has quit growing. And as you look out into the ocean, you notice that Mr. Midnight's no longer there.
And what is this platform
It looks like a
now
giant
looking like?
obsidian platform. That is only like a few inches out of the water.
How big is it?
From where you're at, you're not quite sure. You do know that it is big, more than 150 feet.
Are the
Not
ship,
quite sure.
it destroyed the ships, or the ships are like just sitting on top of it out of the water now?
As it came up, the waves, the pressure, Mr. Midnight kind of used magic to rush both ships and drag them off the platform and down into the parts of the ocean. With crewmates and everything else still on board.
And how far out is this platform from where we are?
About 400 feet. It's kind of like in the middle of the ocean. Oh no, I'm sorry. About 1,500 feet.
Shit.
Henry looks at you guys and goes, well, that was interesting.
Is it over?
One can only hope, Sanford.
Sanford, are you okay?
Ruffle my feathers.
Sanford, you're good.
Not my best moment. Damn that man.
Well, we have to relocate the camp, higher ground. Whatever's they have rising out of the ocean is definitely water everywhere else, which is wonderful.
Do you maybe have any idea what that thing is in the ocean, though? Like, off chance, maybe you read about it in a book somewhere?
Not to my knowledge. I've never known of any platforms rising out of the ocean and causing an uproar on islands. Neither did I have ever seen a being drag two ships down under the water. That's definitely new for me to see. I've seen a lot, but I've never seen that. Start seeing coffee table that was inside the tent starts levitating, coming out of the tent, and Thad is standing on top of it with a Colossus.
Colossus, are you okay?
Oh, that's a lot of water. I don't like water that much.
Ugh,
Lost.
Dad, are you
Swim.
okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
thanks for asking. I'm perfectly fine, thanks. Jesus.
Thaddeus, you didn't drown. I guess that's good.
Is it though?
I mean, he has actually been proving himself kind of useful lately.
I'm not even going to respond to that.
I think he's doing it to try to reduce his debts.
Grain of salt. At this point, guys seem to be heading up higher ground a little bit, away and out of the water. Though the water line just came right up to the edge of the jungle thicket.
At this point, am I still swimming in the water?
You kind of gotten your bearings and you started getting out of the water.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that, Henry heads actually back down into the water and presses the button, and his tent folds downward, and he ends up getting out of the water and climbs back up, and he goes, Callow, yes. Did you make any clearings while you were within this godforsaken island? Yeah, absolutely. There's not one too far from here. Just follow me, and we'll get your guys' tent set up.
Is there anything that's maybe floating in the ocean from when the ship got taken under that we might can use since everything that we had was on that ship's?
The weird part is, no, there's nothing
Okay.
floating. That's the strange part. You saw the ships go under, but from there you don't know where they went because nothing has surface. As you guys, I assume you guys are going to follow Callow deeper into the thicket a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow behind them.
Okay.
Start flying up above.
Okay.
Into the thick of it.
Or you are.
Superman.
So as you guys continue on,
I had nothing to do with that. Just throwing that out
Hi,
there.
Mom.
Christ. So as you guys continue on, you go about 400 or 500 yards into the jungle to this clearing, enough for 2 big tents. This is actually where you guys had your last rest at, from like the beginning of the campaign. Make your way there. Thad throws down his tent, or you're the party's tent, and Henry throws down his. Click at 2 buttons. They both rebuild themselves and open themselves up to you guys.
I could really go for a nap.
One thing Cassie can finally agree on is a nap would be really nice right now.
We could use the rest, but we also have to come up with a way now to get to the other island as well, because all our ships have been sunk.
Yes.
Goes, oh, no need to worry about that. I always have a porta boat, and you guys will be fine. Unfortunately, it's only one boat, so there may be trips being made.
Well, some of our group can fly. So.
Well, I guess that would be okay then. I guess everyone would still fit. But still, I would give it a few days before you venture out. You don't know how long that fire is going to continue to burn. I don't want any of you getting hurt, except for you, Saul. You know you can't catch on fire. You are fire.
That does raise me to ask a question. With all of the tinkering and things that you and say Madas are capable of, is there any way to potentially maybe take a feather and create a trinket or item that might help other party members be more resistant?
How many party members are there? And he starts counting out each person. He goes, I believe 1 feather per person will do the trick. If you're up for that.
I think that there are 5 that I could spare.
Perfect. Oh, wait, you said 5.
You said 1 feather per 4, sorry, yeah, 4.
No, there's more than that. You also have
What about that and Kolos?
Thad, Kolos, and Callow. Callow would probably melt if he hit that lava. Yeah, you're not wrong. So I'm counting 8 altogether.
8 feathers, that is a lot.
Could we use feathers from the other Cassie or Sanford?
Sanford's feathers don't work like that, and Cassie doesn't. Sanford's feathers are ice.
Yeah, I resist cold,
Okay.
not heat. This is going to suck for me.
I will take 4 feathers from opposite sides, not from the wings,
Mm-hmm.
to help.
Kind of like from like where your rib area is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you need help plucking your feathers?
Nope, I got this.
Just hear that as feathers start being unplucked, and Henry walks over. He goes, Not feel good, but here. You see him put on a glove. That looks like it's made out of a cow's hide, and he brings his hand down, and you go ahead and place the feathers in his hand. But you can hear like the glove like. Okay, all right. Lore, if I could borrow you, and of course, Badas.
Okay.
Of
I
course.
need someone magical to help me work on this for the remainder of these couple days. So this will take a while, but I'm sure we can do something. Yes,
I do need to rest at some point, but yes, I can help.
of course. We'll make sure you're properly rested in well. All I really need you to do is cast some incantations as Badas goes ahead and forges something with my forge inside.
I'm sure we can help with that.
Perfect.
Just let me know what you need done, and I will help.
Perfect. So if you two will
Just let
follow
me
me
know
in
when
my
I'm forging.
well, if I have a few
No.
ideas, so if you and Laura would follow me into my tent, we'll go ahead and start figuring this out.
Cassie
I
and I
follow them
will
in.
prepare some dinner and cocktails. We'll bring them to you.
What do you want me to do, guys? Dad standing there with his lute in hand.
Stay away from me. And I walk away.
Just play some music. Do something that you're good at.
Okay, I can do that. So we're going to go ahead and split the party at this point with Badas and Lore going with Henry, and everyone else kind of going to the opposite tent and whatever. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to go ahead and put a pause on the rest of the party. We're going to go ahead and focus on Badas and Lore for a little bit. As you guys make your way inside the tent with Henry, he goes, the forge is just over that way, but I believe I have an idea. What if we could take these feathers here, okay? And, of course, Lore, with you being here, you're going to help out majorly with, incantations upon the, what I would think to be pendants. Pendants will grant you access to hot surface. Not sure how hot, but a hot surface for you, enough for you to walk onto that island. And with
it has
you,
been a while since I've been on a hot surface.
I feel that a hut won't really harm you as much as it will the rest of your friends. So, Badas, he pulls out this, what looks like a blueprint, hands it to you, and goes, do you think you can forge me 8 of these? There's iron there, and, you make these, I already have chain around here somewhere, yes. As he starts shuffling through stuff, he goes, if you can make the pendant itself, I will have old, or here, go ahead and start the incantations on the feathers, in which when we combine the two, one final incantation will be placed, and they should be. And he hands you the blueprints over. You start looking it over, and it seems simple enough to do on a forge, or at a forge.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is there a forge in the tent that I
Yes.
see, or
Yes, he
okay? Well,
at that point he pointed it out to you already. If you just walk down the one edge of the hallway, it'll take you into a room where there is a fire pit already built, full, everything you need, an anvil and a hammer to start working with. The materials also some iron.
I go down and I start working on them, counting things out.
All right, at that point he pulls Lore over to this small table that has runes carved into it, and he places down feather. And he walks over to the small shelf, starts pulling out books, flipping through them as fast as he can. And he does find one, and he slips you the book. Okay, this is the binding spell right here that we need. Whisper, I am DMing you real quick.
Okay.
I'm so down in the end of the hall going ting, 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 ting.
All right.
Oh, I didn't need to see that tonight.
Oh,
Picture is
come
better.
on. You know what you're looking at. This is a simple spell. Go ahead and, when you're ready, go ahead and recite this incantation here, and he points it to you. He goes, I will go ahead and start the binding process.
Casolafo. Casolafo. Casolafo.
As
And I
you're
just go into a trance.
you do,
and
and
just
as you do,
reading.
your hand feels like it's burning. You see light surrounding you and the feathers, as the spell seems to be working. As you're in this trance, Henry walks over and sees Badass pounding away at some of the iron, creating, at this point, I would say maybe one already. They're not real big, so they're easy to forge in. Um, as she dips it in water and places it onto the table, um, you go ahead and start pounding out for a next one. As Henry runs over, grabs it, runs back over to when incantation's being read, and he starts murmuring something or that you can't really comprehend or say back. Um, and you see one of the feathers lifting up, and as it touches the iron starts glowing as well, as it starts almost disintegrating into this new trinket that he is making. Um, as it lowers itself down deeper, you notice that it disappears and crafts what appears to be a gem on one of them. Um, as Henry reaches out his hand and grabs it real quick, which deactivates the spell for that one. As he runs back, sees that Badass has now made another one. And throughout this process, I'd say this was about an hour to 2 hour process of doing this back and forth. But eventually, you guys do get it made. And once the last one is sealed, you do feel very exhausted, Lore.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how much I have left in me. I
Yeah,
think
no, you're good, old friend. You're good. We've got them all made.
I need
I
to go
walk
rest.
out and I hold Laura up with my arm.
Yeah, you kind of walk out after your last forge. You see him struggling to really stand. He goes to fall over, but you kind of scoop him up a little bit, have him propped up, and you help him sit down into a chair.
Are you okay, Laura?
I just need sleep. I'm tired. That battle plus this is just it's taken everything out of me that I have.
Are we
It-
far from the tent, or are we inside the tent of
You're
Henry's? Or
you're still in Henry's tent, yes. You're just in a separate part of it now. You ended up walking back out, helping Lore down and stuff like that, and you see Henry messing with chain as he starts tying the chain to make 8 necklaces.
can I go out to the rest of the party to tell them that the pieces are made, but Laura really needs to rest, and we can, take a rest for the night and get him rested up before we venture on.
At this point, I would say it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of stand and just pat Badass on the hand and say thank you, but I'm okay. I'll be good. But I do have a favor to ask.
What's
And
that?
I take out the gem that Myra gave me and I hand it to Badass. Can you turn this into a necklace or something that I can wear or have in case we're in need of Myra?
Yes, I can work on that.
As he hands you that, you get an inspiration from the necklaces that Henry's currently making to make a keychain with this gem. That way it can hook onto someone's bag and they can use it.
Perfect. That will work. Just as long as I have something that I can keep on me that I don't have to worry about losing or falling. As long as I can have it on me, that's what I care about.
So as Badass is going to go back into his tent and start working on that, Lore and Henry make their way to the other tent to see what the other party members are currently doing.
Is there iron pieces I can use back at the forge still that he
Yeah.
had there when I'm okay?
Yeah, you're still working on that, but we're going to go ahead and put a pause on you and head back to the rest of the party.
All right, Cassie, what's for dinner? I'll make a series of drinks to complement.
I was thinking maybe some sort of potatoes.
Potatoes, yes.
And maybe a stew.
Mmm. Stew. Yes,
Like a
something
thick stew that you
warm
put on
and
top of the potatoes.
hearty. Good beef stew. Yes.
You guys hear in the back, fuck this, as you hear paper crumpling up and being tossed into the fireplace. Dad seems pretty worked up.
I'm just gonna peek over. Are you okay?
I'm
What's going on?
trying to write a fable about our adventures. The music notes are there, but it's just I can't figure out a name. Notes are certainly there. It's just I don't know. It's every name I come up for this fable just doesn't seem to be working right.
Well, what have you come up with so far?
Well, so far, I came up with the crazy casters, but that one just didn't sound right. I came up with the booty callers. Um, Dad's
Very loud
rambunctious,
sigh for me on that one.
Dad's rambunctious crew, and
Oh, these are not very good.
Tales of a Mad Bitch.
Hi.
Didn't
What
say it
for-
was who the Mad Bitch was. That floating
It's
fucker
quite
out there, by the
obvious,
way.
Dad.
It's no, it could be that floating fucker out there.
I think that the issue with these names and why you're struggling to come up with one is you are being too focused on you.
Hey, there's only
Stop.
one of them that had Thad's name on it.
Yeah, but the booty collars? That
Yeah,
was you.
not just me. I mean, he starts pointing around and goes, Sanford can help me out with that one. I mean, right?
It's just I'm no.
I'll find something. Oh, I will. Goes back and sinks back down into the chair, and you just hear the pen and quill as it makes contact with the paper as he continues to write. At this point, you do see Henry and Lore walk in. Lore looks very worse for wear, but they're holding 8 pendants in their hands.
Done already.
We're done.
Oh yes, it took a while, but Lore here is quite the man, as he pats him on the shoulder.
I just kind of look at Henry and then just keep heading towards my bed
Hmm.
and just kind of set what I have in my hand just kind of down on the table and say that here Henry will explain these and how they will work. I must rest, and I'm gonna go head to rest.
Yes, friend, you need your rest indeed. All right, everyone. Each of you will receive one of these pendants here. Place it around your neck, and it will protect you from fires. I don't know to what extent or to how hot, because these, of course, have never been field tested until you guys wear them, and do quite so when you explore the next island.
I have a bit of an idea actually. It might be a little unorthodox, maybe.
Oh,
I think.
And then I grab the necklace, I put it on, and I just walk over to like the stovetop, and I'm just like slowly putting my hand closer and closer to the burner.
As you get your hand closer and closer to the burner, eventually you don't even notice that your hand is on the burner. All you hear is, but you do not feel pain.
I believe that you should remove your hands now.
The- It does smell really bad.
Oh my god.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the necklaces work.
I just yell from my bed, I can smell that.
Oh,
I
that
need to
smells
bandage my hand.
terrible.
Thank
That's just like, God, I'm gonna be sick. Oh, quite terrible.
you. I leave all the ingredients that are cooking And then I go to my own room so that I can start wrapping up my hand.
All right.
At
As
this
you do
point, I'd
that,
like to. Oh, sorry.
you're doing what now? I'm sorry.
I was making some nice ginger and bourbon cocktails to bring around to everybody to kind of warm everyone up.
As you're making these and start passing them around, Badass walks in with this new device. Almost looks like the necklaces, but kind of different. Almost like a keychain of sorts.
What you got there, Badass?
So I have things that Laura had asked me to make with the blue ball of light,
Sapphire gem.
sapphire gem that he had picked up earlier, just so he would be able to have something to carry around with him to go ahead and call for next.
And very very good idea indeed. That reminds me, Henry.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna hand him a glass of bourbon and pull out of my pack that wand that we have. Be like, do you recognize this or have any understanding of this? We found it on the dead wizard that
Oh,
was doing the sacrifice.
by the gods, I haven't seen one of these since I was a child. Of course I know what this is. I'm surprised you guys don't. It's a wand of magic missile. As he examines it more, he goes, "Oh, hasn't even been used yet," which means this still has charges left upon it. This should have 7. This allows for you to cast magic missile.
Anybody?
I think it would work with literally anyone.
My hands are already pretty much magic missiles, so I'm good.
Yeah, but this is free casts that don't use spell slots.
Yeah.
That
That'll
is
work.
true. That is true.
I'm sure that will come in handy then.
Oh, absolutely it will.
If
My
nobody
goodness.
wants it or can use it, I will take it.
As long as you don't start swinging it around saying Revelio.
Oh, Thaddeus, can you come here for a moment so I can see how this works?
Get fucked as he takes her off running outside of the tent with his loot and papers.
I can sleep now. Okay, good night, everybody.
Mad Laura.
Hey, Laura, I have your keychain here. Would you like to take it now, or would you like me to hold on to it?
Oh, I'll take it now. Thank you. And I'll take it and just clip it onto my I don't wear armor, do I?
I don't believe
I'm sure
so.
you have
no.
a belt.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna clip it around on my belt.
Okay, so as you do that, there seems to be a pungent smell still coming from the kitchen area. Other than that, what else do you guys choose to do as dinner is being prepared after Cassie bandages up her hand?
The wand of magic missiles. How do I add that into?
I will add it to your inventory right now.
Okay, perfect.
Whoops. That's something else. My bad.
What?
What?
Magical staff of lightning? 10 D20 damage? Nice.
Okay, I went ahead and added it to your equipment. Yeah.
My equipment.
But it's not currently active, so you do not have it in.
Okay, is this something I have to attune to, or?
No, you do not.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yep, that's added to you. You're good. Everyone loves free shit. Anyways, what do you guys choose to do now?
I will look at the party and go. Cassie, let me know when the food is ready. I will take it in my quarters. And then I will turn and head to my room. Pull out and light some incense. One. to help with the smell, and 2, to continue meditation.
Perfect. Cassie, you're currently making dinner.
Mhm.
Perfect.
The food should be done pretty soon.
Aloe just kind of like standing over top of you watching you cook. He has his like eyes fixated on food. He's just standing there looking.
Yes, Callow?
Oh, nothing. But I give to taste food. Can't smell it, but it sure does look.
You need help making anything, Cassie?
Would you like me to teach you how to cook, Callow? And yes, please, Badass, please help.
I don't
My
think
hand
so.
is kinda burnt.
I'm pretty well programmed in cooking. I mean, I have made breakfast a couple of times so far on our adventure. Not many, but you know, a few times. And make coffees. Looks appetizing. He kind of just turns around and walks away and shifts himself away.
Badass, could I ask you to help me with the potatoes, please?
Yes, I go over and I help her. Are we peeling? Or are we mashing? Or are we cubing?
We're they're in the oven. They need to come out. They've been
Oh,
rolling.
okay. That
But I-
guy, open up the oven. I pull him out.
Okay. As you do, you just hear outside the tent like a lute being played. You're not quite sure how far it is or how close it is, but all you hear is from a distance. Gossip into brothel. And that's all you hear. Coming from outside somewhere of the tent.
I swear he needs to work on better lyrics to his songs.
That or just keep his mouth shut.
Both options are pretty good, actually.
I can help with that. And I go back to sleep.
So yeah, as you guys are preparing the food, that is singing about whatever. Okay, so what Sanford, what are you quite doing?
I guess I'm just kind of sitting over by there's a fire, right? Inside?
Yes, there is inside of one of the many rooms, which is the common room that sits just across the way from the kitchen area. There is a small fireplace, yes.
So I'm just gonna be sitting over there and reminiscing about the past few days and sipping on my drink. If Callus is around, I guess, you know, petting him at the same time, thinking
He's
about everything that's happened.
kind of just laying right beside you. Was watching the fire for a little bit, but then he eventually fell asleep. Okay, so here we go. This one. Cassie,
Hmm.
can you give me a perception?
Oh Lord. $18.
18. Okay, perfect. You look over at Henry, who's sitting in one of the chairs, flipping through documents, looks to be signing things. More likely, you know, from his father's business and stuff. All of a sudden, you hear him stop, or you don't hear him stop. You see him stop, and starts looking around frantically. It appears that he's hearing something, but you're not quite sure what.
I'm gonna walk over to Henry and just like kind of lightly tap him on the shoulder.
You see him jolt a little bit. Oh, you had me for a fright there.
Henry, are you okay?
No, I keep hearing this voice. I keep thinking it's one of you guys, but it doesn't appear to be anybody. It just keeps saying, "Kill him! Kill him! Kill him!"
Oh no.
And I don't know where it's coming from.
I'm gonna grab the bag from behind my back and I'm just gonna grab Linda out and I'm just gonna hold it up and be like, Does it sound like this?" And then I just put it like gently in front of him.
That's a rock.
Just listen for a moment.
He starts looking at it, listening. He's like, I hear nothing coming from a rock.
course, when she's talking, she doesn't want to talk. God damn it, Linda. You're
Linda,
useless.
I'm sorry. Pardon me, but did you just call that rock Linda?
Yes.
I feel like that's a really long story.
It's long and it's short and it's kind of weird.
Oh,
The long and short of it is there was a family relative somewhere and she made very bad decisions, so she got trapped in a rock.
oh, huh. I had a third cousin named Linda at one point in my life. Yeah, I didn't know about. Horrible woman.
Hmm.
Horrible woman. You would hate.
Did she happen to tell people like if there was a fire in a path to just go right through it?
Yes,
Because that would
because
be hard.
well, mostly because she made deals with wrong people, and she eventually kind of nearly killed herself by signing herself away to a lich.
Henry, I think we might have a problem.
Oh,
I think that your third cousin is trapped inside this rock.
you think my third cousin? Oh,
Sorry, what's going on over here?
he puts his hand in his face and he goes, "This is a lot. This adventure is quite something. Um, I don't know if I have the mental capacity for this right now." You're saying my third cousin Linda, who sold herself to a lich, pretty much, is trapped inside that stone.
It's I'm not saying it's her, I'm just saying it might be possible.
You hear the rock like laugh, but Henry
Did,
doesn't hear it.
did you hear that?
Hear what? The cackling fire?
No, she just laughed.
She laughed.
Yes, and I
I,
try to like mimic the laugh, but it just doesn't come out properly.
his face at this moment is just completely puzzled. That's something. Don't know what. I don't like it. But that certainly is something.
Is there any way that you could maybe examine it and just see if there's something?
I could. Okay. He takes out a little like small bag and he goes, "Just drop it. It hurt. Put it in here."
All right, all right.
So you end up just dropping the stone right in there, and he just ties it up as like tight as he can. Because I can examine this. Once I get done with these blasted papers.
Just out of curiosity though, like what are those papers for?
Pretty much, Chadwick sent something to me, uh, via teleportation. This is all transferring my father's business, his home, everything into my name as part of my inheritance. They're burying him days.
I'm so sorry.
Death is a natural thing, but when it comes at the hands of a god, then I guess it's forced.
Hmm.
Starts going back through the papers and signing documents, reading through things.
I'm just gonna walk back to the kitchen kind of quietly and start plating up everyone's potatoes and stew.
Cassie,
Um,
did you say? Pardon if I was eavesdropping a little bit of this small tent. Did I hear you say that the the people, the voices that you are hearing in these rocks are in fact trapped in these rocks? It's not that they are sentient rock.
mm-hmm.
Where did you get these rocks?
Well, my mother gave me a few of them. I found one of them,
And
and I think one of them was a gift from my father, but I never really met my father. I don't really know who he is. Um, My sister, she tells me stories, but she doesn't really tell me about who he actually is.
Is this a custom from where you're from, where your family members would give each other rocks?
Not really. I'm really not sure why I got the rocks.
You never once thought maybe to question?
No, because they're shiny.
Indeed.
Why would I question shiny things?
Oh my god. Okay, at this point, we're gonna go ahead and take a small 5-minute break for you guys. If you guys need to go use the bathroom or whatnot. Or if you just want to chat with me, I mean, either way, I don't care. Just make sure to mute yourselves. If you do use the bathroom, so I know that you guys are gone, and unmute yourselves when you return, so that way I know that you guys are back. That way I'm not asking a million questions if someone's back or not. Quick, someone call Aqua Fantasy now. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Bob, Linda is not really a rock. What were you gonna say, Melon?
Just saying, yeah.
It's... Oh my goodness. Thank you, Fancy, for posting the Discord and link tree. So, Whisper, what went on with your computer? Okay.
Oh, yes, he went AFK.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I jumped into Discord, and then when I went to unmute, it wouldn't unmute, and then it just said restarting, and then the whole thing restarted, and I turned it back on, and I had no audio.
God.
And my OBS is still a little bit messed up. I got to go back through and try and fix it some. But
I blame Windows.
It has to be a Windows.
it might have been. I also had a program updating in the there was the program I used to do graphics had an update I've been putting off, and I'm thinking that might have been what kicked it into.
It's possible. I know, like. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so it probably had like an automatic restart built into it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I hate, like, even Windows updates does that to me. Like, if there's a Windows update and I'm unaware of it, my PC will just shut down and say it's restarting and calculating an update.
You can go into the settings for Windows to tell it to just only download the updates, but not do anything until you restart.
All right, I'll have to do. It was Windows because
they're
Care
Bear, by the way, with the Aquaman, not me.
It was Windows because their latest update reset all my OBS audio, so God.
Yeah, it reset mine too.
Can I just say I watched the rest of Vox last night and I was dying.
The rest of
Wonderful, wasn't it?
Vox Machina.
Oh, I thought you said Box. I'm like, you watched the rest of Box?
That.
Fancy said, "Don't blame Care Bear."
Yeah, it was good. I can't wait till the next season.
Dude, I'm excited. It was such a good season.
Not only that,
is when he's tied to the bed. He goes, "Call me Daddy." I am Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to Mighty Nine.
Dude, Mighty Nine's gonna be so freaking good. But I don't think they have had anything else said about it, have they? Other than they got the
said
season
that
one
they
approved?
got approved.
Okay. Hype for it. Well, wait. You're not my dad! Oh my god. To fill up the rest of to chat later this week, or starting tomorrow, all my streams are moving to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're playing Hogwarts Legacy tomorrow. Tuesday, we're bringing back Mario Kart. As I figured, we could do Mario Kart every 2 weeks, so that way I don't wear out my voice completely. Just to make sure, like, it's not just from...
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Then Wednesday, I think I put on the schedule. Hold on, I'll pull up the schedule. I want to say Wednesday I put. Yeah, Wednesday is Dreamlight Valley, and then Thursday is Hogwarts Legacy.
And then I get you all weekend for Minecraft.
Okay. Hey Billy, I did a thing. What
Wow.
Nero? What did you do? Nero, what did you do? Nero, I'm alarmed. What did you do?
Billy, go on Twitter.
Just
Can we go-
crimes.
Oh, I was gonna say we should push everybody over to Hermit for crimes.
It must be some intense Mario Kart if you're over here losing your voice for several days after.
You've got to be fucking kidding me, Nero.
They were they were also stacking voice redemptions on top of each other.
So, for those of you that don't know, I've been bullied into doing Aquaman cosplay for my 1-year Twitch anniversary on May 2nd this year.
No, you're just being held to your word.
I didn't say yes or no. I got bullied into this. Nero has went ahead and bought me the beard and wig from the Throne wish list. Thank you, Nero.
Can I just say, I think Aquaman is, and then my fiance is going to be dressed up as Aquaman.
Like I said, I have the body of Cat Mountain Dew, not Aquaman. I don't like this.
Chrissy, wake up!
I love this.
Oh my god, you people are
Chrissy,
too
wake
much.
up.
I love this.
Oh, jeez. So, we'll get back into this. Chaotic. Yes. Good lord. Sorry if tonight's such a slow night for this campaign. You're bound to have these, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like it happens. It's needed. Throne wishes. What the fuck? It's on a timer fantasy. I don't have it as an actual command, which I probably should port over. Oh my goodness.
I don't know if I can.
Great time.
There you go.
Needs to always be fighting and stuff.
Have fun.
Ellen, why?
Go have fun.
Ugh. Don't get me
If you
wrong.
really want
I'm
people to
thankful.
not do this. You can push them over to Hermits.
Oh, we're
Go ahead, help get that guitar.
We're gonna push over. You go ahead and put his throne link in the stream.
Specifically to that guitar.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
I have not. If my computer's on, the page is up. I have been watching it.
Again, thank you, Nero. But hey, if you want to show some support to Reluctant Hermit and help him get his dream guitar that he wants, please click the link that Melon just put in the chat. Make sure he gets it.
Make dreams happen. And even if you can't financially support on it, just share the word.
Share it. Get it out there. Help him get his guitar that he really does want. Did you come back? This one I heard someone say Aquaman.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I'm just eating something crunchy, so.
Oh no, you're fine. Let's get back into this. Plates have been made. The table's been set. Vados and Cassi kind of starts wrangling you guys up. You guys start sitting at the table, and you notice your four-legged friend Colossus runs outside and is dragging Thad by his belt back inside. What the hell, Colossus? You have to eat something. As he pulls him in, papers are flying everywhere. He put his loot back on his back and sits down at the table. Goes, oh, that smells amazing. At this point, all you guys are sitting around the table, enjoying each other's company. Even Henry has decided to join you guys for dinner. He sits down and he goes munching, still signing papers away like crazy. And his eye is still very much bruised. You guys continue to go ahead. I'll let you roleplay a little bit.
There's only a few people present.
I'm sleeping.
I'm meditating.
Henry, would you
I-
like another steak for your eye?
No, I think I'm okay for now. And now you guys aren't. But us and Cassie already wrinkled you guys up too. So you guys are currently at the table eating.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
We're now that we have our pendants. Are we leaving in the morning? Are we gonna set out for this island?
That seems like it might be a good idea, but the question is, I'm kind of worried about Saul and Sanford. I don't know if they can fly that far.
Well, if they turn into bird form, they can just sit on the boat, and they won't take up much room.
Fair. You seem like they could fly quite a distance before a small break, and if anything, just perch on the sides of the boat as a path.
Believe it or not, we don't weigh that much.
And you realize Allons are still humanoid.
No, I did not.
Does the
So,
night
yeah,
goes,
they're
Are
Oh,
you
they're-
full
they're-
size owls? Like for
So-
just like is it like
Well, think of it as think of it as bird people with owl heads and wings, but they still have like talonish hands and feet,
Let's just whip up some.
but their arms are
reference
independent from
pictures.
their wings. Here, let me get you guys. Let me get you a picture, actually. That way you have an idea of what owlins actually look like.
okay? I was thinking you were transitioning into like just like a normal owl, like a
No.
oh no,
like
they
a
just fly freely.
polymorph type of change.
Here.
Um,
I'll put this in the chat we're in right now.
As you guys
In the channel
continue,
chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
owlins.
that's them in a nutshell. No, they don't transform. They literally just freely fly.
Oh, that's completely, totally far different from what I thought.
You
That's
were
okay,
thinking
Alan. I was
you,
thinking the same thing. I thought they
you-
turned into an actual owl.
you were thinking like Dracula turning into a vampire type of thing.
Yeah, like I
Or
was thinking
into
like
that.
polymorph, right? Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Kind of like a druid would. Like they just kind of can be shape or polymorph.
Yeah. So as the night continues, you guys are still eating. Nothing else, appears out of the blue. Eventually, you guys stop eating, and Cassie and um um Callow starts cleaning up bowls, and Callow's doing the dishes. At this point, I assume that you guys go to bed, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So doing so, you guys each head to your quarters. Henry leaves and goes back to his tent to get a good night's rest and whatnot. Doing so, night ends. You do hear a lute playing, but you've heard the notes before. You think that Thad's putting a protection spell around the tent. Um, okay. Badas,
No. Yes.
give me a
No. Son of a bitch. What would I see for my constitution? Never mind. I see it. Okay. That these bonuses helped me. That just got 14.
Okay, you're good.
Okay. Ooh.
All you
Dear
hear,
God, I just got more constitution added to me. That's good. Okay.
all you hear in this stream state, you hear, "Bring me Cassie." As what appears to see a fiery wall in front of you, and there is a dark being with horns standing before you that has a necklace gripped into his hand that you see to be what looks like a combination of the sun and the moon. a crescent moon, and a sun.
So I see a necklace with a sun and a moon.
Yeah. With inside of this thing's hand as he just continues to murmur the words, "Bring me Cassie." This goes on for about several minutes, and you end up waking up out of your sleep, drenched in sweat. Other than that, it takes you a little bit of while to get back to sleep, and the rest of the night goes uneventful.
Oh.
So morning breaks. Slowly, each one of you start coming out, and Callow and Henry have laid out quite a spread for breakfast. You smell coffee that's been brewed. See sausage, eggs, all the whole 9 yards on the table.
Do I see Cassie at this point? Is she awake?
Eventually, you see Cassie coming out of her quarters and joins you at the table as well.
Now is this something I'm just supposed to see, or can I share this with Cassie about my dream?
That's up to you.
Cassie, are you awake enough so we can have a chat?
Hi.
Hi. I'm very, very glad to see you awake and well. Considering my dreams of last night, I woke up in an awful sweat.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, but I'm more worried about you. I had this horrible dream of this devil-looking critter.
The
Oh,
devil-looking critter?
A devil-looking critter, yes.
Okay.
He had this necklace in his hand of a sun and a moon.
Oh.
And he just kept repeating, "Bring me Cassie." Does this mean anything to you?
And I hold up my necklace with the star.
And my eyes get real big and I just gulp.
Did it look similar to this?
Yes, and I start breaking out in a sweat. What does this mean?
I'm not entirely sure, but I remember my mother and Amalthea, my sisters, they both had a necklace. One was a moon, one was a sun. And I had the star.
Oh, wonderful. Why would they want you?
I don't know. I don't know any devil men.
It was a devil-looking critter.
Well, I don't know any of those either.
But you know, Rock.
But you know rocks. Oh my god. At that point, yeah.
Cassie, has any of these rocks ever talked to you about these people?
No. They usually just tell me like, don't go down that alley, or don't talk to that person, or in Linda's case, she told me to walk through a fire when I was in the middle of a path.
Speaking of
None
Linda,
of them says, "Bring me Cassie."
No, none of them have said that.
speaking of Linda, I did get a chance to examine it last night in my quarters. It eventually did talk to me, Cassie.
See, so I'm not crazy. Henry heard it.
Does that mean this entire time you had doubts about your own sanity?
No.
Yes. This is the same Linda.
The same Linda, like your third cousin Linda?
As my third cousin Linda, yes.
And how did you figure that out?
Well, after successful or non-successful attempts, eventually it called out my name, called out my father's name, my aunt's name. It started listing the entire Ravenswood family. And I asked it to prove itself to see if it really knew anything about me. And it recalled to a story of a time when I had an invention that Linda was actually present for. And the invention blew up, and she became very furious because her hair caught ablaze.
Oh,
Yes, as she recalled that story, of course, I knew that this had to be the same Linda because, well, I haven't been able to live that down since, you know, since the last time I seen her.
and so now you believe me that she's trapped in the rock a little
Uh,
bit?
Definitely trapped in the rock. What other rocks did you say you had?
I have Henry.
Uh huh.
I have Albertson. I have Trish. Um, um, 1 second.
Okay. I am. Okay.
And and Jameson.
Oh, James. Okay. Huh. I can't recall those ones, but this is definitely Linda. And
Well,
hands you Linda back to you.
thank you. Shut up.
Okay. So as that goes on, pretty much puzzled. You're puzzled. Um, Food's cleaned up, and what do you guys choose to do now?
Well, are we gonna start moving along to the next island? Are we gonna start transporting in this boat?
Was that a long rest?
Yes. Yeah, that was a long rest. You guys now have max hit points. Your
Woo,
max
spell
spell
slots.
slots regained. All the fun stuff.
And for those of us who can switch around spells, switch around spells.
Perfect. So, do you guys choose to start packing up your stuff and heading on out?
So, one more time, the game plan. We're going to pull out a porta boat and go across this ocean where Mr. Midnight just materialized, summon a giant black floating obelisk of sorts or platform. Then the ships completely disappeared around, so probably something horrible that we should avoid. And cross the open ocean in between these islands to a semi-active volcano that has just recently materialized as well, in attempts to find and rescue some of the remaining entombed gods. Correct?
Yep, sounds about right.
Boy, you people are having quite an adventure, aren't you?
Just another normal day.
Double check. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much sounds like the game plan. You guys choose to.
I
Let
guess
us
I'm gonna
know.
gather. Go ahead.
I says let us set off. Gather our shit and go.
Perfect.
Unless anybody else has anything else to do.
Nope, I'm all good.
Yeah. So with that, um, you guys pack up your things, head outside the tent, and Thad takes away the protection spell from both tents, and there doesn't seem to be anything that was attacking the tent. Of course, he presses the button, so does Henry. Everything collapses, Henry then opens up a bag, and him not reach only his hand, but his entire arm up to his elbow goes in. And he pulls out this small, what looks like a little wooden boat. He goes, this will work out just fine. He heads over to the water, and he drops it into the water. It literally looks like a small, like little tiny Matchbox toy car. And he drops into the ocean, and he's staying there for a few minutes. You guys are just kind of watching him. He's staying there, just looking around. Give it a moment, a little bit.
Ah, yes, performance issues, 9 times out of 10. We understand.
But what's that bag?
Oh, this has all my important shit in it, and then you just hear as you see the boat break onto the top of the surface.
Well, that got bigger fast.
Told you it'd only take a few moments. Performance issues.
Henry, when we're done, I'm going to have to need to get one of these from you.
Oh, they're quite easy to make, honestly. The shrinking part, that's quite difficult.
Oh, well, if it's that easy, fantastic. I'll have this one.
Oh my god, so with that, you all climb into the boat, including Henry. You Owlins start your flight of passage as Bados takes an oar, and so does Henry, and kind of push off from the shore, and you guys start sailing towards the fiery volcano that seems to be at bay at the moment. Waves crashing, Owlins are flying high, just going right along. Nothing's too terrible out of the ordinary. You just start hearing a
Did you all hear that? As I stopped rowing.
I heard something. It was a laugh.
Is
Did anybody else hear that?
Again?
He's here. You hear Henry go, "Shut up, Linda." As you are now just looking around at this point, looking out into the ocean, in the water, you're not too far away from shore. Doesn't appear to be laughing. You guys don't hear anything else. Grab my pen. So with that, Badas and Henry start rowing again, just gently to the breeze. So after about, I'd say, 30 minutes of this, you don't hear any more laughter. At this point, you're well away from shore, kind of like in between what's left of the shore and the like kind of like the eye side of the shore and the giant mass that came out of the water a little bit. As you continue on, Badas, can you give me a strength check?
Fuck my life.
Oh, fucking Henry failed his.
Oh no.
You said
Forcing it.
strength.
Yeah.
17.
You passed. Henry did not. Henry feels something tugging on his oar, and he looks at you guys and goes, something's wrong! And you all hear the as the oar gets ripped out of his hands and into the water.
I don't think it's Aquaman.
Going up creek without a paddle, eh?
Is that
Oh.
Mr. Midnight?
Yep.
That sounds like it.
I'm gonna fly on down to Cal. Cal's on the boat, right?
Yeah, Callow is on the boat.
Callow.
Yeah.
I have a fantastic idea, something that might play out very well for us.
Oh,
You have still that giant rotating buzzsaw of an arm that you used to chop down in the forest, right?
home without it.
Mind pulling that out and start spinning it and turning it perpendicular to the water surface behind the boat?
Well, sure, yeah. Let me get to the back of the boat, and as he starts shuffling through you guys, kind of like leaping over you, he gets to the back of the boat. You see his arm transform into it, and as it starts up, he puts it into the water, and with a giant, massive gust, you guys are really cooking now. This turned it from like a little rowboat to a motherfucking speedboat real fast.
See him try to grab that one. I was kidding. Shit.
With that laugh, I would like to place a hand over my my emblem to Odin and oh, Father, could you get word to Poseidon that we may need his help to cross this water safely?
As you say that, you do see one lonely raven off into the distance, but after you prayed, and then you just see it look at you, looks at the ocean, and you just see it like head dive right into the water. To the rest of the party, you just saw a black blur go right past your faces and into the water. As you still continue on your path. At this point, you guys are really cooking it up. Thank you so much for the raid log jam. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Billy, aka your Dungeon Master, and currently we are in the middle of a game. Sorry if I can't talk a whole lot because I am the DM. I am reading your messages, but welcome in. Thank you so much, Logjam, for trusting me with your community. Thank you so much. Anyway, you guys are still cooking it. I'd say after about... Wow, Jesus Christ. Okay. 72 on that. After about another 45 minutes, you guys start seeing volcanic ash raining from the sky as you are now, I'd say, about less than 1,000 feet away from the shoreline. As it gets closer, you end up seeing this massive volcano. Nothing else around it, but just the volcano. A lot of the trees are dead as you approach, and as you get up onto the just close enough, you guys are able to go ahead and step out, and Callow pushes the boat using his crazy ass shit, his blades to propel the boat up onto shore a little bit further and out of the water. But thankfully there is sand here.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Thank you so much for the follow, bad luck log. So much. So yeah, as you guys did that, you are now standing on this next island. All the trees appear to be burned away. There's no sign of any foliage here, and it appears that this volcano has taken up the entire island, just about.
Now, does anyone have an umbrella? Because it's kind of getting in everyone's hair. All of this ash.
I'm just walking around with a big smile on my face.
The lore, he's like, this is
I
home.
I understand, Lore. Yeah, we start skipping along.
After a few minutes, hit your bearings. You guys end up placing down your tent. There's really nowhere else to place it, considering that this island just turned into a giant volcanic island. There is no land. Where the tree line was is now the foothills of this massive volcano.
Are we seeing anything of like any maybe like buildings or structures or anything that shouldn't be there, or like anything kind of out of place besides the volcano?
Out of place? Give me a perception check.
Oh, these rolls are horrible tonight. 12.
12. Nothing really out of place, but you do see Daitora petrified into stone and what looks to be ash. It looks like that they got cooked on this island. They were trying to escape to the water, but it doesn't look like that there was any survivors.
I knew it was Mount Vesuvius.
As
Yeah.
no buildings, just that, but nothing out of place other than this massive volcano that sits, I would say a good 2,000 feet high.
1,500 gold. 1,500 gold. 1,500.
Yeah, I'm telling myself that too, buddy. As Thad grabs his loot. Oh man.
Do we keep pressing on? Should we rest? What do you guys think?
Still pretty hey. Just on the water for maybe an hour.
Okay, well, we can press on.
Yeah,
Do
but it looks
we-
like pressing on is gonna be us climbing a fucking mountain.
Do you have any other suggestions to get up that mountain?
Oh. On
Other
foot
than
is have to be.
Would it be possible maybe to have Saul and Sanford maybe fly up a little bit to just see if there's an easier path?
It'll take them about 40 minutes to reach that high. But
Would
they
it
can
be
they can try.
worth it though to scout ahead to see if we can see anything?
Well, what do you think, Sanford?
I think I'm not very fireproof, but hopefully this pendant holds out.
It will. Believe me, it took enough out of me that it will hold.
I mean, honestly, this entire island just seems like one giant volcano. There's no trees, there's no shore, it's just cold magma and hot magma. If there's anything on this island, it probably has to do with the volcano itself.
Maybe what we're looking for is inside the volcano?
This is a possibility.
Oh, are you crazy? Do you think we should be going into a volcano? That's scary. Why would we go there?
Do you have any other options?
I would rather not go into a volcano.
I don't think anybody wants to, even including myself. And I'm the one that's a little bit more fire resistant.
Do we see any other openings on the side of the volcano or no? Just the top.
From where you're standing, you don't even see the top. Just see a mountain in front of you. There's nothing around it, just burnt trees and dead Daitora.
Oh.
Well, guess we start walking.
Do we see anything on the volcano itself that might be like would give us any indication of where, like, I don't know, that would be out of place for a volcano? Like any structures or any kind of
Perception.
just yeah, this has been going so well tonight.
I'm sorry.
Oh Jesus! So as I'm looking, I fall on my face. 1.
Oh no. Oh,
Depression.
Whisper, I'm
You
sorry.
see depression.
Oh look, fire! I'm gonna go over here.
Ash got it in your eye. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Get back in there, tear.
I think we need to get the lad some goggles.
I think that it is no time like the present to set forth and find out where this can all go.
I will leave this up to you. My eyesight has not been well today.
All right, so what's the game plan for you guys?
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess we're
I
just...
go start trekking up this volcano.
Yep.
I will take point.
Perfect.
I'm gonna wild shape into an owl and just like rest on Badas's shoulder.
This is great. I love this. This is amazing. As you guys start walking, you start
Come
finding
on, Cassie, let's go. I look
stable.
over at Cassie on my shoulder.
Finding stable walking room. This is not like a thing where it's just like, oh, you're walking forward, all of a sudden, boom, there's a wall. No, it's gonna gradually go up. As you guys walk, it's a long way up. So you guys start huffing it a little bit. Rolls. Oh, here we fucking go. Hey, Cassie.
Oh no. What?
Oh, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait a minute. If something affects her, is it going to affect me because she's on my shoulder?
It shouldn't.
Okay, that's good. Sorry, Cassie.
8.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. So Cassie, as you're standing there, I'm getting a phone call. What the fuck? I'll give you 1 second. I'll explain what happens.
Your fate
Oh no.
hangs.
I'll run
in
to the
the
restroom super quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the suspension that's not killing you yet. What's going on is you hear daughter. And
no.
what's your armor class?
13.
Shut the fuck up. I crit.
No!
Oh no. Okay, so what's going on is you start getting almost dizzy as you hear daughter. This massive headache you feel starts coming on you, and you fall off of Badasa's shoulder. And as you hit the ground, you're no longer in your wild shape. And your necklace around your neck starts glowing, and you feel it almost burning you, like it's almost choking you. Dealing 8 psychic damage to the dome. You're lucky I wrote really low.
Damn it.
All right, I'm back. What happened?
Cassie heard daughter, and she fell off. She got dizzy, fell off of Badasa's shoulder, got this giant ass headache, and it forced her out of her wild shape. Her pendant is glowing, and it caused damage to her.
Oh,
The emotional damage.
psychic damage.
Emotional damage.
Damn shame. There's almost nothing that gives resistance to psychic damage in this game.
And you guys see, well, the ones that are in front of Badass doesn't see it, but the ones behind Badass do. Which is that, and he goes, "Oh, guys, stop! Something's wrong with Cassie."
Something's always wrong with Cassie.
You want to be a little more specific with that?
Well, let's see. Her necklace is glowing. She's on the ground. She looks like she's in immense pain.
So, typical Tuesday. Okay, got it. Maybe we should check on her. And I walk over to see, kind of take a look and see what's going on.
It hurts.
You notice that her horns on her head start turning fiery red.
Should your horns be glowing?
What?
They're turning red and they're glowing.
What
This
did
is
it
your
you shouldn't
necklace.
be doing that at all.
Can I do? Would it be investigation or arcana to try and check and see if it's something natural going on with her or somebody affecting her?
Give me 2 rolls. Give me a nature check and an arcana check.
Well, a nature check is 3.
Nope.
And the arcana check is 4.
You need new dice, my friend.
I've
Yeah,
been rolling. I have
tired.
6 dice here, and I've been rolling 6 different d20s all night.
Oh my god. You can't tell. By the way her
Alright.
face is looking and whimpering, you cannot tell what is causing this.
After this session, it's time to do an exorcism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna start using the digital dice now on the actual app.
Um,
I feel like her necklace, it could be doing something. It's glowing after all. Is it
No,
magic?
don't take it.
Don't take the necklace. Got it.
But if it's hurting you, Cassie.
It's supposed to keep me safe.
Oh, I do not think that's very safe.
It
Who
might be
told
the
you?
only thing keeping her safe. What if it is when we remove it, it gets worse?
Hey Saul, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. Ooh, that is another 19.
To the master she must go. To the master she will see. You hear this, but you don't see it. But then you see small footprints being pressed into the ground, and they do not look human or humanoid at all.
Having had some of the stuff that recently happened on the previous island, I would like to draw my sword and attack the space that seems to be, I guess, where a creature would probably be standing.
Give me an attack roll.
You an attack roll. That is very good, maybe, perhaps. All right, we're going to channel divinity and add 10 to that for 23.
Yeah, that hits. So you swing your sword, okay? You start seeing this black ooze start pouring out. And as it hits the ground, you see it become and you cut the head off of what looks like a demon.
Yeah. Such is good, so that is dead.
And
Gonna
that
draw
seemed to
my
be the
sword.
only one that was in range of you.
Well, quickly relate to yours. Keep your eyes peeled. These
How-
creatures
how-
can be invisible.
How did you tell it was there?
I'm lucky to see its footsteps in the dirt.
Gonna look around for any other footsteps appearing.
You don't seem to see any.
Said something about bringing the church bit more or less surprise to the master.
Cassie, what's your armor class?
13.
Oh, God. Okay, you're okay. You're fine.
Hmm.
But you hear what sounds like metal cracking.
Terrible sound.
You don't know.
Okay.
What?
You think you think it's coming from your necklace.
Okay, I'm gonna look down and just kind of like grab it and just kind of look at it for a moment to make sure that it's okay.
You see two giant gashes. You start seeing the light of it start phasing in and out as if its magical ability is being destroyed.
No, 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 no. What's happening?
The sun, moon, and now stars are mine. And as you hear that, you hear, and the necklace breaks and turns to nothing but ash. You open
What?
up your hand to look to see if the necklace is still there, and you just see ash floating away from your hand. Your headache goes away, and your horns go back to their natural color.
Ah, was that important?
It was a gift from my mother. She said it was supposed to protect me.
Well, these things, they happen. But I mean, we have lore. I mean, he could probably, make another one that looks just like it, right, lore? Right? Just
No,
nodding
it
to lore.
wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same.
I mean, we can look into it. I can take pieces from the old one and see if I could replicate it.
There are no pieces left.
Dad
It's
walks over
gone.
to Cassie
My
and
eyes
goes.
checked.
Dad walks over to Cassie and goes, "Don't worry. Hey, I'm sure we'll get out."
Did your mother give you any kind of idea what it was supposed to be for?
No, she only told me that it would protect me. She gave Amatia one too and said it would protect her too. But she didn't say why.
I don't know. I don't know what we can. Without knowing what broke it, was it the demon that broke it?
I didn't see any demon.
I don't know. I'm these islands, they're so confusing. I don't know anymore. There's so many hidden things that we can't see.
There's still a dead body of a demon in front of us.
Yeah, it materialized. It's no longer invisible. You see a demon's body, but with no head. The head rolled down the mountain.
Can I take a wild shot in the dark to see if I can see where the head may have rolled?
Give me a perception roll.
Why do you want the head?
Fucking God.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to.
14. Better.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yay, you rolled a double digit.
You look at the dirt and you do see this black ooze, blood type, and you think you know where the head went. It kind of bounced off a tree a little bit, but it's now behind you guys. Well, behind you down the hill.
Can I make a chance to go try and find this thing?
Yeah.
Follow the trail.
Yeah, you start following the trail, which eventually leads you to the head, which stopped not too far of where it was slain. Because don't forget, you guys are not that high up yet. So you walk down and you look at its head, and you notice that it has all these like rows of teeth, very jagged, a tongue with a slit in it, almost like a snake's tongue, and two eyes of black, with pointed ears and a nose that looks like it was chopped off.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and bring it back to the group. And anybody recognize this?
No. What on earth is that?
That's what I think was messing with you and your necklace.
And you just picked it up.
Well, I mean, it was just lying there. It wasn't going anywheres.
I mean, on Lore's behalf, it is dead. So it's, free game.
But why would you pick it up? It's so creepy.
Because we need information. We need to know what's causing this. We need to know what these are.
So search it. Maybe it has something
I'm
on
pretty
its
sure it's
person.
dead.
But it's fun to look at.
Yeah, especially when you do this and you see Dad moving its jaw up and down, going, "Hi."
I have not sheathed my sword yet, and I'll point it at Thad and go, "Thad, you will stop that now."
It's a demon. What can it do? Come back to life?
I'll make a real weird, creepy voice. Thaddeus, I will kill you for playing with my jaw.
What the fuck? Dad backs away. He's like, "I'm done. I hate this place. I want to go home."
Going home would be really good right now.
I know, Cass. I know.
Is this a creature that any of us would recognize? Like, would this be a creature that I would have seen in the past?
Not from no. If this is never seen this before.
I'm just gonna kind of take the head and throw it back down by the body.
Oh my God.
We're done with you. Goodbye.
I think that
Upward and onward.
well, sort of this fiasco over with. Do we carry on then?
Carry on.
As well, I mean, up from here.
Before we go, has anybody searched the body of the demon?
Does it even have any clothes?
It has a loincloth.
I ain't searching that.
Might be something under there. I'll search it.
Oh my god. You look underneath the loincloth and there's nothing there.
Nope, it's just like Thaddeus. Nothing in the down there.
I'd have you know, I have bedded with many, many different women, and I've never had complaints once about it.
No, but you're
Mm,
dealing with the aftermath now, aren't you, Thaddeus?
I'm done with this.
Well, you see, as I said, it is hard to complain about something that's not there.
Oh, I hate
And with
this.
that, I will walk.
Can we please stop talking about that lack or whatever thereof of whatever might be in his pants, please?
Although, I feel terrible about your role, so I'm going to give you this free tidbit of information. You start walking away, after you looked, and you notice that in its right hand, you see what looks like a pentagram carved into its hand.
Wait, everybody. Wait.
Hmm?
Check this. Come look at this hand. Does this look like a pentagram to anybody else?
I would rather not look at it. I think I've seen enough dead bodies today.
Well, do you think we should, perhaps this hand might be worth examining further?
You still have your sword out, right?
I would have sheathed that at this point. But it's easy enough to grab a hand axe.
Well, I mean, there's no point in dragging an entire body around when we can just bring the hand.
Since you seem to be the one who likes to hold on to the body parts, I will take it off and hand it to you.
I'm just gonna keep. Would I recognize this pentagram? Is this anything we've seen so far?
I mean, you've seen pentagrams on the last island, but you've never really looked into it.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking with the hand in front of me, staring and just kind of looking at the pentagram, seeing if I can figure it out as we're walking.
Okay. So as you pick it up, you start examining it, following your companions. A history check. You're gonna kill me, I swear to Christ.
Well, back to the single-digit rolls.
Oh my
So,
god. Okay.
Even on the computer?
even on the
Yeah.
computer.
Gotta be shit. No, he's not. He ain't lying. This is terrible. Bro, oh my god, I feel terrible. Okay.
RNG is not on your side today.
Nope.
As you're walking, no, you're pretty sure you've never, have no knowledge to what this could be.
I'm just gonna sulk and walk with my severed hand and just kind of play with the fingers and stare at the pentagram.
I look back at Lauren and be like, can I have a look at it? Maybe I can see if I can understand it or have seen it before.
I'm gonna act like a little kid. No, get your own hand. I don't. And just I'm gonna hand the hand over.
Go ahead and give me a history check. God damn it, I hate it here.
Not me. I'm not doing another history check.
10.
Oh, fuck my life. Oh, it's a
6+4.
it's a star. At least you
In
know
the
a little bit
circle.
more that Thor does. It's a star. God damn it,
I
people.
look at Lore and I grab a thumb and he grabs a pinky. See if he can grab a pinky and we'll skip with our hand.
Oh god.
Just start making weird gestures at Thaddeus as we walk with the hand.
You end up flipping him off on several
absolutely.
occasions.
I'm just gonna keep following the group as we just walk, playing with the hand.
I swear, if we keep doing this to Thad, he's going to be the BBEG before long.
That's terrible. So as you guys continue on, okay. Another 40 minutes goes by. At this point, you're about, I'd say, about 100 to 150 feet off the ground now. Start, looking around, see out through the ocean. You can see the other islands, and you're starting to see this, or the giant, black stage looking thing in the middle of the ocean. You're seeing that it's much larger than what it was, the higher you get. A fucking what?
We find an apple tree.
Oh my god. Find an apple tree. The only apple tree that survived. I rolled a 1, goddamn. This continues on for another hour. You feel like at this point you guys are making progress. About 250 feet off the ground. God damn it. So roughly you guys are moving about 100 feet per hour. So
That's a hard climb.
this is a rough climb. God damn it. Okay, another hour goes by and we're up to 350 feet. But nothing is jumping out. I'm done dice rolling right now.
So what do we think that giant black spot is? Sort of platform or stage? Anyone have any ideas what they think it might be?
Could it be something that they're doing with the mining? Could it be maybe they pulled the ore out of the ground already?
Summoning it all.
Dad looks at you and goes, I don't think that's possible. I thought the new ore was purplish color.
I was about to say the same thing.
That looks almost like black, almost like obsidian. But honestly, I can't tell from here. Far in the ocean.
That's the soot.
Do you wish you had the eyes of an owl?
Dad, feeling defeated, just continues walking.
He's gonna pick up. I'm gonna start flying, hovering beside him, and be like, "Bet you wish you had the wings of an owl as well."
If I had wings, I'd fly away from this fucking place.
Please do, and forfeit your 1,500 gold. Be more than happy.
I can't do that. I owe people money. That 1,500's I'm not even going to see it. It's going to be dispersed between a whole bunch of people in this ledger. He pulls out this book that's like as thick as the goddamn 1,000-page Bible. I owe people a lot of money.
Oh yes, I believe I'm in there for 100, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh fuck my life! I forgot. Puts it back. As you guys continue on, this continues for another 2 hours. Okay, you guys are making pretty good progress. 2 hours later, you're about halfway there. You're halfway up there. You guys are feeling very tired, though.
Should we keep pressing on, or do we sit and take a rest?
Water sounds really good right about now.
I believe a short rest is in order if everyone's on the same page. But before we do that, make sure there's nothing around. Right?
I agree, but I am not going to be the one to look. My eyesight needs checked.
Oh, don't worry. I've got it.
Since you guys could fly, I mean, it seems like a pretty good idea that would have a better aerial view than anyone else. See someone coming eventually.
I'll take care of this. So, I'm going to use the primeval awareness I have as a hunter.
Okay.
As an action or spell slot, I can use to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile. Or up to 6 miles if we're on a mountain, which it's up to you if you want to consider a volcano a mountain.
Holy fucking Christ! This island's not even a mile large. God damn!
Yeah, you're welcome in chat.
I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. I just read what I saw. God damn it. So with you using that, yeah, there's a lot of things I point out to you. There seems to be a lot of undead on this island, and not just like near you guys, but near everywhere. This entire island. I'd say this island is about half a mile large at best. And you do see many horned figures standing out to you as well. Jagged teeth, razor sharp claws. They don't seem to be moving on you, but every time someone takes a step forward, so do they. As if they're stalking every movement that you make.
All right. So we could probably take a short rest, but we don't want to make it very long at all, and definitely have someone or multiple people aware at any point in time. There's quite a few undead on this island that I can sense, and if I had to guess, I'd say many more of those demons or some sort of horned creature as well. We're not alone, and they know we're here.
With knowing this, does this help us with the island any? Do we think that there's something with the undead that might have to do with the obsidian rock that's coming out of the water? Could they be connected?
Potentially, but it's still too little information to know.
As Mr. Midnight, you've had dealings with him in the past. Does he deal a lot with the undead?
Deals with a lot of things, but undead I'm not sure of. Crazy ass fucker nearly killed us. Or had us killed.
The wizard seemed to be undead, if I had to guess. I mean, seemed pretty rotten to me.
Can a check on the wizard for me there, Stanford.
22.
You've seen that man before. This just clicked in your mind that this was the wizard that watched over Grimwell. This was the greatest wizard before he was mysteriously disappeared out of Grimwell.
I mean, if you remember the wizard, he was undead, actually. Now that I think about it, I remember the wizard. I remember that face. Yes. Yeah, I was so distraught at the death of Shelby, I didn't even think of it. But that wizard, back when he was alive, he was the wizard in charge of watching over and protecting Grimwell City. This was a long time ago, and he went missing under mysterious circumstances, but now that I think about it, I'm sure that is where I've seen his face. This most certainly is undead.
All of you hear the disembodied laughter. Don't know where it's coming.
Can someone please make it stop?
I would. If I could, I would. Sorry.
That laughter is really creepy, and it kind of gives me the wiggies.
So, how long are we taking a rest? Short rest, so maximum up to 4 hours or 8 hours.
It's the minimum, just an hour, right?
Yeah.
I would say just the minimum.
Okay. All right. So after an hour's rest, you guys feel a little bit better. You've taken drinks from your canteens and whatnot, and your water sacks, and you're ready to keep on moving.
Onwards and upwards.
Oh my god. Here, Thad gets up off the ground, puts his loot in hand, and continues to make the walk with you guys.
Wait, what do we get from the short rests?
Taking damage, you can roll hit die and recover health.
Because
And
Maury's or Cassie's taken some damage, so she actually does need a heal.
yeah, if you want to roll hit die.
Yeah.
I forget. Druid hit dice. And you get one per level that you are. Since we're 4th level, we get 3 or 4 hit dice. So if you wanted to, you could roll. It's 1d8 plus your Constitution modifier. I believe is what you heal for.
It'll walk you through it too on the character sheet on D&D Beyond. But there's no reason for the rest of us to do it. Just whoever's taking damage, right? The rest
Right.
of us are at full.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't taken
Yeah.
any damage or anything since. So.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's your hit die 1d8 plus con modified. That is what it is.
Nice. Okay. So as you guys continue onward and upward, within another hour, you are about at 1,300 feet. Start noticing that the air is getting a little bit tighter, a little bit, not much. But it's definitely a lot less dense. You guys continue onwards. And yeah, next hour reach 1,700. At this point, it's even more less dense. It's hard to breathe, but at this point, you start smelling sulfur. And you see not white ash anymore, but now a fiery ash raining down all around you. And as it hits you guys, you don't appear to take any damage from it. It just singes right off of you. All right, here we go.
Oh no.
As you reach and climb up to the 2,000 mark, you see a lot going on.
We've been up here for
Give me a
about 20 hours.
second.
That's a lot.
As you jump onto one of these platforms, you see this. You see a lot of platforms. You see a statue. You see 2 fire braziers hovering in there. See a lot of floating rocks. But Thad and Callow and Kolos has to go to a different rock onto the other side. You guys jumped onto a rock. But you do see the statue inside at this point. Kind of separate yourselves from Thad and Callow and whatnot. But from there you see a lot of these stepping stones and what appears to be a lot of platforms, 7 in total.
Is this in the mouth of the volcano or on like a random outcropping on the upper side? But
No,
just
this
still,
is the mouth of the
it's
volcano.
in-
And we have.
Lots happening right
Yeah. And each of these platforms are different colors.
Yes.
And before us is that another statue of another god?
Yes, it is. In the distance, you see a mighty statue of what looks like someone holding an axe with a large beard. Almost resembles Odin.
Almost resembles Odin.
Almost resembles Odin. But to Cassie, she sees a large burly man with the axe in hand, and she can see his eyes, and his eyes shift side to side.
Well, if it resembles Odin, would I assume that it's potentially somebody of that pantheon and I might recognize them?
Give me a history check. Oh, I'm sorry, not history, religion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, religion checks. My least favorite thing about religion checks and being a cleric is that typically I don't stat into that. Because that's an intelligence one. It's 11.
You think you have a hinge on who it could be. You shuffle through 3 different names. Eventually you say Thor, or Modi, or Magni.
Hmm.
But you're not quite sure. So with that,
So there's 7 platforms.
yes.
5 or 6 of different colors, one with what appears to be a pentagram inscribed upon it, and a statue. Surrounded by very hot liquid rock.
Yes, and you can hear it bubble and splash up. It actually splashes up and hits Thad, some of the hot lava, and it doesn't seem to skin off. It just seems to run off of him like water. And he yells out over to you guys, I think these pendants are working.
Ja, das war gut.
What?
Kurz wunderlich.
Do what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was commenting, just
Oh,
basically
okay.
saying wonderful
Okay.
to that.
So I guess we each need or begin picking ones to go to, the platforms, probably, right? Maybe.
Up to you.
How would we even get over on them? I mean, they're pretty far.
I could fly. The pendants seem to be working. There is some stone and whatnot throughout. How
Quite a
far can you jump?
Is there any distinguishing marks on each platform? Like, is there something on?
As you look in the platform in front of you, you do see an image of these runic, of this runic picture, I would say. But it seems to be floating above it, not necessarily sitting down into it. With this blue kind of magic.
Can any of us read the runes or understand what they mean?
They're more of like a decorative picture,
Okay.
not really of any wordings.
But they're floating above it.
Yes, you notice that they're not really touching, as you can see parts of a shadow underneath of it. They seem to be lifted just barely off the ground.
Can I pick up a rock off the ground and toss it onto the blue platform?
Yeah, you can. You pick up a rock, find a loose little stone, and you throw it onto the blue platform, and you see that it gets coated in ice.
Ooh. Dibs on this one. Seems pretty cozy in the mouth of a volcano.
Except if you turn to an ice block.
Ah,
I don't think that would be a problem for him.
not a problem for someone such as myself.
Does the
Sun
colors
furnace
mean
is nice
anything?
and cool.
You don't know right now, Hadas. Not quite sure. That's what you're trying to debunk right now, or the party's trying to debunk.
I'm gonna hate to ask this, but can I do an Arcana check on the platform to see if I can distinguish if it's like any kind of its nature?
Yeah, go
If
for it.
Just, I'm scared to press this. Oh, double digit, 14.
You do know this. This is what's also known as a pressurized curse. Anyone that walks on it instantly turns to an element of its variety, almost encasing you there.
Oh, Sanford,
Yes.
are you, just out of curiosity, are you protected from becoming, I don't know, let's say an elemental? Or an element, I guess we should say?
Protected from becoming an element? I mean, I have
Yeah.
like, really good resistance to the cold.
Well, I'm looking at this and I've seen these runes before, and I'm afraid if you step on this, you're gonna become ice. You're gonna become the element, not just need protection from it. It's gonna transform you.
Hmm.
We don't need you becoming an icicle.
Not
Would I-
ideal, but there are worse fates.
If I know and I've seen this before, would I also know how to disarm it or how to dispel it?
A simple dispel spell would actually work.
That'd be handy to have.
Yeah.
Anybody happen to have dispel magic?
It's be a great time to have a wizard on our side. Unfortunately, I'd like to just lob a firebolt at this one just to see what happens.
Firebolt at the one in front of you.
Yeah, the ice one.
Okay. So you go ahead and cast Firebolt, and it hits, and you see the spell disappear, and it's now just a normal surface.
Also, if I try.
Now it looks safe to step on by what Lore thinks.
Oh, I just spelled it.
Toss another rock onto it.
The rock just bounces around.
So, do we think that was because he did the opposite of the affinity of the spell, or is just simply because he did damage to the platform?
A good possibility that it's because of the opposite. To go through all this effort, it would just seem to be too simple to simply damage a spell. Usually you need to counteract what the spell is designed for. So I think the fire is what did it.
At this point, I would like to fly over and see how Thad and Callow are doing.
You get about halfway over, and you notice that Callow jumps onto the next platform. And you get about halfway there, and you see Callow jump without any hesitation onto the platform, and you just see this lightning shooting all the way around him.
Oh, that's very bad.
Ugh! And after a few moments, the lightning continues, shocking him and everything else. Ugh! He's like, I can take it! I can take it!
Callow, get off the platform!
I can't move! It's locked my joints!
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm fine! I'm not taking any damage from it! As long as my conductors are still working, which I pray to the gods that they are! Oh, this... Ugh.
What's the opposite of lightning? Earth? Thaddeus, try throwing a rock on it. Fuck it.
A rock, a rock, a rock, a rock! He starts shuffling around. He's like, oh, a rock! He picks up a rock and throws it at it. Oh, fuck! I rolled terrible! It bounces off of Callow's head.
Oh my god.
You just hear ding! And it hits the ground. And you see the lightning go from Callow to the rock, dispelling the platform.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh,
Yeah.
that hurt so bad!
Yeah. So these platforms, they are basically elementally trapped.
This
So
is bullshit!
Don't just jump without hesitation again, please. Yeah.
I thought it was cold damage, but that wasn't it. Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna take a chance and jump onto the blue platform.
As you take a leap, you land on it successfully. Nothing happens.
Okay, can I pick up a rock and throw it towards the green platform?
Okay. So that's a long throw. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's a 35-yard toss. Okay. So you pick it up and you breathe in out and you give it a great toss and it lands onto the platform and you just see grass start growing onto the rock and moss.
Well, that doesn't seem too bad.
That seems pretty cozy.
And I try to firebolt that one too.
That seems nice. That seems pretty cozy. I firebolt it.
I firebolt it. Oh
I just
my
kinda
god.
Turn towards Soul and just kind of raise my eyebrow with a sly smile.
A firebolt gets shot right at it. It lands and does nothing but catch the moss on fire, and then you see the rock crumble to nothing.
Well, I don't think that one worked.
Anybody that can fly willing to possibly land on that to see if it's safe?
Or I could just, fly over and, put another rock on it or something in my pocket.
Any chance you could lift Thaddeus? Just suggesting.
I wish, but he might be a little bit beyond my strength.
I'll just toss another rock to Sanford.
All right.
Catch and make my way over to it. Not all the way above it, but just closer to it.
So we say you fly about right here and throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just toss a rock onto the green.
It gets recovered in moss, and after a few moments, you start noticing like it's pulsating, almost tearing it away and breaking it down into nothing but dirt.
Gonna
This is bad.
come back
I
a little
yell
bit.
over. Did you see? Did anything happen?
It's interesting enough. It's not just grass. It's almost like the passage of time. It's like life itself. The rock grew with grass and moss to a point in which it broke down and turned back into soil and became nothing.
Well, that doesn't sound normal.
What about our party is normal though?
Wait. I have an idea. Thor. Or Lore, sorry.
Oh, he wishes he was Thor.
Do you still have that hand?
Maybe. Why?
I'm just saying. Let's hear my train of thought, right?
I'm listening.
This is life, right? I'm thinking that this might be life, and so far we've noticed that it is the reaction of the opposite that causes the dispel. Well, how else do you bring death to it besides a dead demon's hand? I don't know.
So what I'm hearing is me bringing the hand was a good idea?
Well, I mean, we can see.
That's what everybody gets for laughing at me, and I toss the hand over.
As you catch it, you just start feeling like it's like stiff as a rock. So you fly over again and try it again?
I mean, does anyone else have any ideas?
No, I think it's a good idea. I understand your train of thought. I never thought of that. That is a good idea.
Fucking something. Okay, so you
right.
so you fly over with the fucking hand, and you I didn't think of this. God damn! And you dropped it into it. Fuck! And it dispels it.
Yes.
And the hand remains limp there now.
Sanford.
Yes.
Do you mind bringing me my hand back? Or wait, no. Maybe we should leave it. I'm scared if we pick it up, then it might reverse things. Maybe we should leave it there.
I mean, the fireball disappeared from the other dispels. I don't think it's gonna cause any issues.
It's fine. I'll find another hand as we go along.
All right, that's fair.
What is with you and that hand? Why do you like
It's
creepy
cool.
things?
God damn it.
You talk to rocks. Leave my hands alone.
Damn. So what you're saying is we could have actually had Linda do something useful?
Well, now that you mention it, yeah, probably.
And this is where we're gonna end tonight's session. What the fuck?
I lost
Yes.
my hand.
Fancy put, bro, how does this always happen? Like luck.
He's like, I want blood.
I want death and blood. Oh my god, this was a great session tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
Not much combat, but still, it was still worth
Great
it.
session. I've never rolled so shitty in all my life.
I'm sorry, but
It's all for the RP.
5 sets of dice and only one roll above double digits.
What did you? What feat did you pick with your level up?
I don't remember now.
oh fuck.
Take a stat increase.
Thank you, Edward Pixels, for 7 months in a row. Oh my goodness. How are you all so goddamn lucky, said Fantasy?
Word.
Because we think outside the box.
I picked.
Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and go
Good,
deafen
great
for a minute, okay?
Right.
Alright, I'll be right back.
No.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, what another great D&D night. Switch this. We are gonna raid out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have been enjoying this. I know this wasn't the greatest or most how do I want to say that? The most entertaining or action-filled night, but trust me, it's all because of the story. But other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing night.